What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It is Monday, June 1st. New month. New day, new month, new goals. Go get them. Let's get to it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep this open for a second. I, however, am going to go find my son. He's playing hide and seek, and I told him this was the last time, so I will be right back. Alrighty. Alex, what's up? Thomas, what's up? How we doing? Hopefully the mic sounds alright. I was having issues. I plugged it into the wrong USB. I guess it doesn't work well with USB 3. I had to plug it into USB 2. But hopefully it sounds alright. Running a little bit late. Trying to cook bacon. Actually, let me go check that real quick. I got about 45 seconds to the bell. Alrighty, and we're back. Theory, what's up? Good morning. New face, I believe. I don't think I've seen you around before. Kim, welcome. Brad, what's up? Kevin, how you doing? Kevin, you get very used to it, unfortunately. There's the bell. Good luck to everybody. Yeah, the chaos is real, that's for sure. Especially the wife is also working from home, so I try to take care of the kids up until I go live as much as possible. But as you can see, sometimes it runs over. So good luck, everybody. Remember, stay safe. We did scale up just a tad today. We're going to be doing that every week, hopefully. Nerve is on SSR here. AAXN looking good here out of the gate. Pretty big mover. Huge spread. Next time, won't you? Gonna stay away from that one. Constantine, what's up, man? How we doing this morning? Excuse me. HL looks like a good chart is forming, but the range is kind of crap. Shin, what's up, man? Good morning. VSTO, I'm liking this one. If we can get a little bit of a run. See if we can get through 1150 here. A little spready. There it goes. So we got that previous resistance right around this area. So we'll say like 1130. Because you can kind of use this one. That's kind of just a big wick. I'd most likely use this 1120. the spread kind of keeping me away for this.
You already did those. What's next? E is for what? Yeah, good job.
So we can get one more little push here.
Yo-yo. What's yo-yo start with? Good job.
Up to 12.
She's a queen. She has a crown on.
I was about to hit it there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the bid to go up through 90. Didn't quite get there. See if it wants to try one more time. This is really spready. I guess AAXN kept going. No, not really. Oh, yeah, it may have. Man, looks like we might have missed this one.
Say 1, 2.
And see, Kev, I don't deal with it very well because I should have been in this trade. So,
6, 7, 8.
should have definitely been in that one. I was letting it go, and I wanted it to get up towards 12. It got there, and then I just didn't hit the button. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait for 12, but that's my own fault.
Look at the
Scared to hit
color.
the button.
Red, orange, yellow,
Yeah, AAXN.
blue.
That was a good one. I was just, that thing had 70 cents to $1 spread. So not really sure I would have been able to play that very well. Little mad at myself for VSTO. Watching AZUL here. See if we can get a push up towards 850.
Short. Good job. Who's happy and who's sad? Who's happy? Who's sad? Good job. Which one's
VSTO
above the
going
table?
right back down to that previous resistance we drew.
Which one's below?
That's
Which umbrella
gonna stop
is
looking at it.
closed?
Missed. Might as well just move on.
Open. Good job.
Baidu.
Which puppy is
Wait,
asleep?
was it Baidu that we were looking at? Oh no. Why is this chart not changing?
Which toy is soft?
That's weird. Everything else was changing except for the 2-minute there. That was weird.
Which
Geez,
girl
Baidu
is cold?
is an interesting
Which girl is hot?
one to look at here. Up over $100.
Which
Spread's
truck
actually
has
not bad.
the box up?
Volume's not that great.
Good job.
Previous resistance all the way down there.
Good job, Ray. What are you doing? You trying to hibernate?
See what it does here at 108. It did already poke through 108.
Right. Where's the diamond? Where's the
Yeah, these things can jump pretty quick.
oval? That's a circle. Where's an oval? Good job. Where's a heart? Where's this rectangle?
This one's interesting because the volume is a little bit on the slower side.
Yeah, but where is it in the sheet, in the pictures? No. This one? City. This is a city. A bunch of trees like this is a forest. What is this? Beach. What is this? What is this?
That's the other thing too. The range on this isn't that great for the amount of shares that I would get.
It's water. It's a river.
You take 600
This is the
divided by 108.
called a
You're talking 5 shares.
And this is a park.
And we're really not looking for that big of a range, even if we got a full point, right? That's the only problem.
Let's say
GNUS making a decent move. The range isn't that great there. Not really seeing too much else that I'm interested in at the current moment. That VSTO was really the only one. AAXN was a decent one. It would have worked out pretty nicely. Same here with Baidu so far. I mean, granted, we wouldn't have been that far over 108, so technically I wouldn't be looking too great just yet. But AAXN, that thing worked out pretty nicely. It was a really big spread when we were looking at it. I don't know. I don't remember when we were looking at it where it was, but I think it kept going. So maybe if we would have kept it up, it would have been worth playing. And then VSTO was the other one, which this one, I don't know what we were doing. We should have been in this one. I mean, look at that. Literally came right back down to our line there at 11:20 and bounced. So shame on us there. So they were talking about schools like daycares and stuff reopening the second week of June. So we'll see what happens. And then my youngest will actually be going 3 days a week starting July. So we'll see if we can pick things up being a little bit more focused, having 3 days a week to really actually sit here and not have anything to do. And granted, I won't be getting back until right before the bell after dropping them off anyway. So
Take them earlier.
I mean, I tried that and it just never worked because of Camden, but if he keeps waking up as early as he is, then there would be no reason not to. Because that was the only reason I wasn't going earlier was because Camden was sleeping. Just waiting for something to pop up. Yeah, Thomas. That was kind of a bummer. That was a good one. It was like it did what I wanted. And then I really felt like we were going to get that 12 pop once we got there. And the spread was, I don't think the spread really ever came up through 90. And that's what we were looking for. And then all of a sudden it just dropped and never really gave us a chance after that.
What are you doing?
Nerve. Oh, that was the one on SSR. Yeah, I remember pulling this up. I saw that it was in its range, so I left it alone. If it would have popped through 5 there, I probably would have been interested. G-Gal coming up to Friday's highs. It's kind of interesting. That's quite a big bounce. It was downtrending pretty much all day on Friday. Really no volume here, though. That's the other problem. AXN headed back up the high day. So this would have been a crappy one to trail out. You would have just got stopped. But yeah, I am watching it here. It's actually some pretty good resistance sitting here around 89.50 from a little while ago. Was that back on May 6th and 11th? Those 2 days. It's actually sitting there on the daily as well from back in February. So it's a pretty key area sitting there at 89.50. PK making an interesting move here. We'll keep an eye on AAXN, but see what PK does here through 1050. All All right, we got our obvious previous resistance line here. Looks like there's some really good resistance up here at 11.
Umbrella.
Let's see if we can just get this 1050 pop. There we go. Move through, see if we can get a push. All right, we're going to start PK here. 52. If it wants to get down to 35, we'll look to take 75%. If we get that flush down towards there. Just keep my eye on everything else as well. Here we go. See if we can get down towards 35. Not quite. Trying again. See what it feels like on this attempt. There we go. A little bit more. Not quite. There we go again. It's trying to get, feels trying to base here at 40. Just looking for that one more little push down.
You love that train, that choo-choo, choo-choo train.
I'll put our order out there just in case it wants to give it to us. Alright, we're going to take the whole thing off there. I don't really like how it got held up. If it wants to fail, then we suck. But I don't know. I didn't like the way it was kind of being held up there. We were looking for more of a flush out there. So nothing big there. Actually, man, we got a pretty bad fill. I thought I hit it 45. I got 47. But it feels like it's getting held up here. We'll see if it wants to go back through 50. You've got a new macro key on new keyboard for high day RO. What's RO? This was just reading the price action, guys. You could kind of feel it did not want to go down through that like high 30s, low 40 area. Oh, range order. Gotcha. Nice, nice, nice. So even if we did use high day there as a stop, we're at it right now. So wouldn't have been looking too good. Let's see what it wants to do if it pokes through here. Still interested. You could just feel that it wasn't ready just yet. Looking for this to kind of burst through high of day a little bit. Get a little FOMO. AMRS looking like a decent one. We don't have any shares there on CMEG. Kind of interested in watching what PK does here, though. Like a little more of a push than this, right? Because now we're using this previous high day, which is at 57. So we need to see a nice extension away from it. We got to act like we were never in this trade. And then that's, if we just pulled this chart up, right, we'd be looking for an extension through previous resistance. So that's exactly what we're doing. You got to push up towards like 80. You'd probably be interested. Yeah, CPRI actually looks pretty nice, but it is coming up to that double top from Friday. It'd be interesting to see what it does if it gets there. So it looks like PK did a little bit of a fake out there. Right back through. This thing, I don't know, it just feels like they're trying to hold it up for whatever. We're at 16 on CPRI. Just not a huge fan of the volume here on CPRI. So it got through 16.
But I need you to pick up the little blocks. The ones that you were playing with. Like Camden finished playing with his. But I need you to pick up yours.
PK keeps getting shoved down.
Your blocks, please. If you're done playing with them, put them back in the bag.
Problem is now you got the moving averages kind of catching up. So that's going to entice the bulls to really keep driving this up. We're going to keep an eye on it, though. If it wants to run up towards that 11 area, there's some pretty good resistance there. But we still want it to be an intense move to get there. CPRI just kind of chilling. That's the only thing with the lower volume. It's tough. That's the other thing too on Mondays when she has her meeting. I have to get off a half hour early as well. Definitely a lot going on. I'll still be looking to trade, but I have to get off just so I can make sure I focus on the kids. I'll just be listening for the scanners. No, bud, we're not going under the desk right now. Kind of an interesting morning. It was a little bit on the slower side. And there goes PK finally breaking down right to that moving average everybody loves to look at. Let's see what it does as it hits there. The SPY actually started off trying to go lower, and now it's actually trying to go higher. I just don't understand how the overall markets are doing what they're doing, but hey, that's the fun part of all this. Nobody knows. Just nothing moving intensely at the moment. Everything's kind of grinding away. A lot of lower volume stocks moving. And there finally goes PK down into that 40 area again. See if it can actually break through that key area, 37. It looks like almost, it looks like 37 or 38. Yeah, I got the 38 again. Get rid of some of these lines. Starting to crowd the chart a little bit. You guys can see what I'm talking about. See if it pops up here towards like 1050, maybe even 1055, and you could start to form a descending triangle. Could be interesting to look at because this does have room down to that $10 area. All right, you got a nice base forming here, and then if we can start forming something that looks along the lines of this, so it might take a while. We'll leave that line there, see if it maybe starts to form into that.
Good job, Brayden. I'm so proud of you.
Not really seeing anything else though. Can what? You want to build something super big? Okay. You want to use the Legos?
What? Legos?
Yeah, the big bag of Legos. You want to try to build something super big with those?
What Legos? Only.
Yeah, those. The ones in the big bin. Nice, Matt. If you're in here, well done. He got VSTO earlier. Still salty about that one a little bit. That was my trade of the day that I missed. It just happened right off the bell. Wasn't quite fully here. It did go high a day though, so we would have got stopped out. Well, it didn't technically go high a day, but we would have probably trailed that and we would have got stopped out on the rest. I was trying to see what he wanted to play with, but he said he didn't want to play with the Legos. He wants to build something super big, is what he was saying.
You're not going to build something super big with that. Mommy's getting ready to be on a call and Daddy's still working. Are you going to do this by yourself? Here. Camden, I'm not opening that.
GES, lower volume, could be worth looking at here. Going through Friday's highs. Has room up to 11. And PK is really struggling here. Volume's really dying off as well. Did you open that bag?
Nope. He must have that open.
Bray Bray, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. Brandon, please stop throwing them. Daddy will pick them up when I'm done. I understand, bud, but he didn't do it on purpose. I think he was just saying he wanted to play with it and just had the bag upside down and it was open somehow. wish VSTO would have happened after PK. I would have been all for it. I wasn't mentally here quite yet. That's why I got to be here and focused. So here goes PK trying a little bit early with the descending triangle. It's almost like it's trying to use this. And sometimes this is what you have to look at when you're looking at some descending triangles of some sort, because when you get these pops through like this, it's a lot of people just covering because they realize the same thing I did. It wasn't fully pushing down like we wanted it to. The trade wasn't acting like we wanted. So when the squeeze starts to happen, this is a little bit of an overreaction, and then you get that correction back down into the range where it was before. And then, so that's why you can almost use this type of descending triangle. What's wrong, bud? How many are there? Did you count them?
I don't know. I'm out and one.
You counted 21? I don't think it goes to 21. I think it only goes to 20. Why don't you try counting it again? Daddy's getting ready to get off. Just start from the top and start counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just keep going. I know you can count that high. Yes, you can. You're just saying that because you want me to help. So Daddy wants some of that bacon in there. Bacon, 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 bacon. Fold them in half. Fold. 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 No? Alright. Alright guys, well, I'm not seeing anything going on. I'm going to get off here. The wife has her call. I will be back tomorrow morning, hopefully for the full hour. Don't see why I shouldn't be, but you never know what's going to happen with these kids. I am feeling a lot better if anybody is interested in that. I did still have to take ibuprofen this morning, but I did feel a lot better. Hey, please don't do that. Because I don't know what kind of magnets are in here that you could mess it up. Or it might not be magnets, but just kind of like them old hard drives. Wipe it all. But yeah, we did get the one trade here in PK. Like I said, we were looking for this to push down closer to yesterday or Friday's highs there around 10:30. It was struggling, so we realized what was happening. We were going to end up probably getting a little bit of a squeeze. Braden, stop. Take that down. And so we jumped out. So basically a break-even trade. We did end up a little bit green on it. Definitely still made more than we were risking at any given point. We basically top-ticked it. And yeah, so that's going to be our only trade for now. If I do make any more trades, I'll usually post those in the Discord or on Twitter. And that's all I got for you. So feel free to like and subscribe. I always appreciate that support. If you dislike what I'm doing, feel free to hit that thumbs down button. I mean, let me know. Let me know that I'm doing something wrong. But if you do have any suggestions, comments, all that good stuff, concerns, leave those down in the comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.